This is the second video for the assignment on 10.2 through 10.7, and this is number 57 on 10.3. Okay, cube root of 125, r to the 9th, s to the 12th, comes out with an answer of 5r cubed, s to the 4th. 58. Cube root of 8, a to the 6th, b to the 9th, is a cube root of 8. Cube root of a to the 6th, cube root of b to the 9th. Cube root of 8 is 2. Cube root of a to the 6th, you divide 6 by 3, so a squared. Cube root of b to the 9th, 9 divided by 3, b cubed. Then 59, 4th root of 32x to the 12th, y to the 5th, comes out to 2x cubed y, 4th root of 2y. You must show all your work on this homework and everything. Go through all the steps. 60, the 4th root of 162, x to the 7th, y to the 20th, breaks down. You find out a number that you can take the 4th root of that goes into 162. 81, because the 4th root of 81 is 3. So 81 and 2 give you 162. Then on the x to the 7th, 4 does not go into 7. So you break it down to 4 and 3, because 4 will go into 4 and the 3 is left over. Then y to the 20th, sorry about the scribbling there, y to the 20th, 4 does go into y to the 20th evenly. 4th root of 81 is 3. 4th root of 2 left leaves us a radical. 4th root of x to the 4th is x. 4th root of x cubed, still a radical. 4th root of y to the 20th is y to the 5th. So it's 3xy to the 5th, 4th root of 2x cubed left. Then 69, 8 cube root of 54, m to the 6th over 2m. Cube root of 2m, I mean. This is division. So always do division first. Answer 24 m squared. 70, cube root of 128, x cubed over negative 3, cube root of 2x. Take 2 into 128, 64. Take x and x cubed, divide them by subtracting exponents, x squared. So you have the cube root of 64, which is 4. Cube root of x squared, which can't be broken down any, over 3. And then the negative we had, I put on top. Negative 4, cube root of x squared over 3. 71, we divide first on this, but it's 3 square root of 100, x squared over 2 square root of 2x to the negative first. Divide first, but your answer is going to be 15x square root of 2x over 2. 72, square root of 270, y squared over 5 square root of 3, y to the negative 4th. Divide first. The 5 doesn't have anything to divide into. 5's not in a radical. 3 goes into 270, 90 times. Y to the negative 4th and y to the 2nd, 2 minus a minus 4 gives us y to the 6th. So then we break down the square root of 90. Find a square root that goes into 90. 9 does, 10 times. And the square root of y to the 6th I'll leave as it is. So the square root of 9 is 3. Square root of y to the 6th is y to the 3rd, because 2 into 6, 3. Square root of 10 over 5. Number 73, 4th root of 96, a to the 10th, b cubed over the 4th root of 3, a squared, b cubed, comes out to 2, a squared, 4th root of 2. 74, 4th root of 160, x to the 10th, y to the 5th, over the 4th root of 2, x squared, y squared. You divide 2 into 160, 80. X squared into x to the 10th, subtract exponents, x to the 8th, y to the 5th, and y squared, y cubed. Then you've got to break down 80. Find a number that goes into 80 that you can take the 4th root of. The 4th root of 16 times 5 gives us 80. 4th root of 16 is 2. And then the 4th root of 5 left. And then the 4th root of x to the 8th is x squared. And the 4th root of y cubed. So the 4th root of 5x cubed is left in the radical, 2x squared outside. 75, 5th root of 64, x to the 10th, y cubed, over the 5th root of 2x cubed, y to the negative 7th, comes out to 2xy squared, 5th root of x squared. 76, here's your problem. So, 2 into 192, 96. 6 minus minus 1 is 7. 12 minus minus 3, 15. So 96, we got to find a number that goes into 96 we can take the 5th root of. 5th root of 32, we know, is 2. And the other factor is 3. 5th root of x to the 7th breaks down to 5 and 2. And then the 5th root of y to the 15th we'll be able to do as is. 5th root of 32 is 2. 5th root of x to the 5th is x. 5th root of y to the 15th is y cubed. Left in the radical was 5th root of 3 and the x squared. So your answer. The next 4 problems use the distance formula, which I have written here, and you need to refer to that. You're going to put the x's in there, x minus x plus y minus y, and you square each one of those, add them together, take the square root of it. The work is shown here. 77, here's 5 and 1, 8 and 5, the answer is 5. No work shown there, that's for you to do. 78, 2 and 3, 14 and 8. This is how you put it in and find your answer. 79, here's your 2 numbers. The answer to it, seems I didn't write it down, is square root of 2. 80, this is how you do it. Check my answer back here on 10.3. Back to 79. The 2 ordered pairs are -3, 2, and 1, -3. I copied down the problem wrong, and the answer to it is the square root of 41 when you put it in this formula here. 80, we have 3, -2, and -4, 1. And I show the work here, and it comes out to square root of 58. 10.4, 7 through 26. Cube root of 16x minus cube root of 54x is negative cube root of 2x when you simplify. These are the important problems. These are breaking down, and I've shown the work on 8, 2 cube root of 3a to the 4th minus 3a cube root of 81a. I break down each of the radicals shown here. Please follow through that work because we needed to break it down. For instance, a to the 4th. 3 won't go into that 4, so I broke it down to a cubed and a. Cube root of 81, I needed to find a number that went into 81 I could take the cube root of, which is 27. The other factor is 3. So these are the work here for number 8. Number 9, square root of 9b cubed minus square root of 25b cubed plus square root of 49b cubed comes out to 5b square root of b. 10, the square root of 4x to the 7th plus 9x squared x cubed minus 5x x to the 5th times square root of x to the 5th breaks down in the way I've shown there. Really got to walk yourself through it. I broke it down because you could take square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9. No, excuse me, the 9 was not in the radical. Okay, and then the 5 wasn't in the radical, but the other things, x to the 7th, your 2 has to go into the 7. Okay, your 2 has to go into what you're putting on the 3, so we made it 2 and 1. The 2 doesn't go into 5, so we made it 4 and 1. So this is breaking these down. Number 11, 5 square root of 2 over 3 plus 2 square root of 2 over 5. The answer is 31 square root of 2 over 15. 12 square root of 3 over 2 plus 4 square root of 3 over 3. They have the same radicals already. They need a common denominator, 6. So 3 times 2 to give you 6, so I had to take 3 times the numerator. I had to take 2 times the 3 to make it 6, so I had to take it times the numerator. So then these two add together, 11 square root of 3 over 6. Okay, 13 cube root of 11 over 8, all under the radical, minus cube root of 11 over 6, comes out to cube root of 11 over a 3, not in a radical. Number 14, 2 cube root of 4 over 7 minus cube root of 4 over 14. We've got cube root of 4 on both. We need a common denominator. Notice how I did that. I took top and bottom here on the first one times 2. So 4 cube root of 4 over 14. And then they have the same common denominator, 3 cube root of 4 over 14. Number 15, square root of 20x over 9. And then the other one, square root of 5x over 9, all underneath a radical. So it breaks down to 5 square root of 5x over 9 is the answer. Then 16, 3x square root of 7 over 5 plus square root of 7x squared over 100, all underneath the radical. The first fraction is already simplified. The second one, we've got to get the radical at least out of the denominator. Square root of 7, square root of x squared, square root of 100. So first fraction stays as it is. Second fraction, square root of 7 doesn't simplify. Square root of x squared, x. Square root of 100, 10. Then we need a common denominator between these two, which would be 10, making 6x square root of 7 over 10 and x square root of 7 over 10. So we come up with 7x square root of 7 over 10.